Libbie Hyman was born in 1888 in Des Moines, Iowa, in the USA. She lived with her parents and three brothers. Her parents were Jewish immigrants. Her father was originally from Poland and her mother from Germany. Hyman's home life was very strict. She was made to do lots of housework and look after her brothers. As a child, Hyman was interested in nature and collected moths and butterflies. She learned scientific names of flowers from her brother's textbooks. Hyman was good at school and graduated high school top of her class. She was not encouraged to go to college by her parents, as they did not think girls should continue their education. She got a job in a factory instead. She was encouraged to go to university by one of her old high school teachers. At university, she wanted to study botany, the study of plants. However, she was put off by anti-Semitic harassment or anti-Jewish bullying. She encountered this from a laboratory assistant. She decided to study zoology instead. After she graduated, Hyman became a lab assistant. However, she was not free to pursue her career. Her father had died and her mother still required Hyman to take care of the house for her and her brothers. Her mother disapproved of Hyman's scientific career. She moved on to become a research assistant at Chicago University. She worked in a laboratory investigating the anatomy of invertebrates. She realized that many of the invertebrates that she studied were wrongly classified. She became an expert in the taxonomy of invertebrates. While she was working at the university, Hyman found that the textbooks used by the students were not accurate or comprehensive enough. She decided to write her own reference guide, and in 1922 she published a laboratory manual called Comparative Vertebrate Anatomy. By 1930, Hyman realized she could live on the royalties from the sale of her book. Her mother had died in 1929, so she had no ties to Chicago. She resigned from her job at the university and travelled around Europe researching invertebrates. After her travels in Europe, Hyman settled in New York. She devoted all her time to writing her reference book on invertebrates, working in the Museum of Natural History. She was eventually given her own office there. The first volume of the invertebrates was published in 1940. She quickly gained recognition for her work. She received honorary Doctorate of Science degrees from many universities, including Chicago University. She was also awarded several medals and awards from international scientific societies. In 1967, at the age of 78, Hyman published her sixth and final volume of the invertebrates. So the thing I want you to take away from this is Hyman faced a lot of challenges in her life and a lot of things that stopped her a lot in her tracks, but in the end she became the person that she wanted to be, and she was studying something she wanted to study that she was passionate about. It just goes to show that no matter what in life is put in front of you, you can always do something to get to where you want to be and do what you want to do, and nothing should stop you. And even at the age of 78, you can still write a book that is used in universities. You can still go to the library and get these books out. She also taught herself to do her own artwork, which is absolutely fantastic. And later on in life, she was suspected to have Parkinson's disease. So she overcome a lot of things to reach her goals and to become this amazing woman who did a lot for science. And although she isn't a name that might be well known, she's somebody that we all should respect.